Lads, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy D-Man at Death23, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons for the Back 4 Blood beta. If you guys missed out on the Back 4 Blood beta, it was the open beta during August 12th all the way up until the 16th. I played about roughly 7 hours of it, not because I thought it was awful, but because it genuinely didn't intrigue my interest like other games that I have downloaded on my console, like GTA San Andreas, or Rocket League, or even the aforementioned Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So without any further ado, let's go and get into the pros about this beta. So the first pro that I have is that the weapon variety is good. Obviously this is going for a more realistic zombie apocalypse, so it's going to use standard military weapons like the M16, the AK-47, the Deagle, the Vector, stuff like that. Stuff that's in like pretty much every single COD game. Not to discredit the weapon variety, but it's very average, basic, but for what it is, I think it's perfectly acceptable. The next pro that I have is that the reload animations are good. They're good. This game is coming out in 2021. I do think that if you're a first-person shooter, I think you should strive for good reload animations. I'm not saying that's what everyone suits their fancy in, but what I am saying is that like this isn't 2008 anymore, where you can just get away with, the standard reload. I think you should at least put some effort into it. But yeah, I think the reload animations are good. It's not as good as Modern Warfare 2019, because I don't think there's going to be a game for at least another year that is on par with those reload animations. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next pro. The next pro that I have is that the exploration is extremely fun, but extremely limited. In this gameplay, there's like 3 paths you can go down. We'll get into that in the cons, but yeah, you can search around for crates and find new weapons and stuff like that. Some will give you a defibrillator, some will give you barbed wire, some will give you new weapons, some will give you just ammunition. It really just depends on what your luck is. And the next pro that I have is that the copper system is extremely well balanced currently. Basically, whenever you're playing on the map, you can explore the map, like I said, exploration. You can find this thing called copper. So whenever you collect copper, whenever you get to the next safe house, you can use it to buy new stuff. You can buy new weapons and stuff like that. It's a good system overall. Those were all my pros. Let's go ahead and get into the cons about Back 4 Blood beta. So the first con that I have about the Back 4 Blood beta is that this game is extremely average. If I compare this to any other zombie survival game, it feels extremely outdated. Like, I know it has the Code of Paint of 2021 graphics and stuff like that, but this just feels so outdated, at least to me personally. I don't see how I'm supposed to get excited shooting zombies, boots on the ground and stuff like that, whenever I can go play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil, which is one of the most colorful maps of all time. And I understand I'm comparing an arcade zombies mode to a realistic, shooter, but like this game for me personally just lacks variety, diversity, and depth and personality. One of my cons while I was playing this is that the characters that you see in the left bottom of the screen, they're just extremely generic and average. They spit out bad liners that are not funny and stuff like that, and they're just not interesting characters at all. You compare them to Left 4 Dead whenever it was just characters trying to survive the outbreak. These characters are meant to come in and just kill zombies and stuff like that. And that's cool if that's what you're going for, but for me that's just extremely boring. Wow, they're coming in to kill zombies. Everyone coming in to kill zombies, because it feels like to me every single AAA game has to have a fucking zombies mode or a horde mode. I thank God for Modern Warfare 2019. I understand Spec Ops was awful when it was the horde mode, but at least we took a break from fucking zombies. But back to my point. Fucking Anthony Fantano ranting, getting off point. But yeah, mostly my cons for this game is that the game looks extremely it looks awful. I know you guys are watching it with saturated gameplay on, but I'll split it and you guys can watch the gameplay for just 1 second without the saturation on. So here you go. For me, I just can't get excited whenever I see gray colors and stuff like that. I need color whenever I play my games, and I understand that there's a setting in this game where you can turn on the contrast and the saturation, but Jesus, bro, I just can't get behind this stuff anymore. Also, the bots in this clip, as you can see, they're not well designed and stuff like that. Here's like my overall thesis for this video. I thought this game was painfully average and boring. I don't think it's as good as Left 4 Dead 1 or 2 or any of the mods that have come out for that game genre. And I just don't see personally how I'm supposed to be interested in, you know, a zombies where you're literally just going straight, shooting zombies with the base military weapons and stuff like that. And like I said earlier, the versus mode is phenomenal. But here's the problem: I'm not paying $65 where I live because of sales tax. I'm not paying $65 for one good game mode, because if you want my honest opinion, you know what game that reminds me of? It reminds me of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm not paying $60 just to play campaign, and I know what you're saying, but you could pay $60. You're also playing the campaign. Look, man, unless I'm gonna go back for a platinum, or I'm playing the campaign in 3 years, I'm not gonna be playing the campaign every single day, because you're gonna play it just once for the story, and maybe once more for a trophy, or once more because you liked it. But here's my overall point. I personally did not enjoy the Back 4 Blood beta, just because I think it was just extremely average. There wasn't enough content to keep me there. The characters were nice and boring. The color palette was all fucking gray. The versus mode was fun, but like I said, I'm not paying $60 for it. And yeah, my overall opinion, if you want me to rank it right now out of 5, I'd give this a easy 2. And hopefully this game will have content around Christmas time. If it doesn't, big whoop, I can just go play Left 4 Dead. And yeah, if you guys did find yourself enjoying this game and you just clicked on it and I was just crapping on it, I apologize, but I didn't enjoy it, and I think it just feels extremely outdated compared to other zombie games that have come out. And yeah, I personally would not recommend it, and as the title says, I'm not buying this game for $60. I'll buy it for $15, or if it's on Xbox Game Pass, so I wouldn't even have to buy it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today's video. The next video will be a Splitgate review, and yeah.